listening to the Otakuology podcast with Otaku Mike and Jin Graves.
Hey everyone, Jin back with another episode of the most exciting podcast in the world, the Otakuology podcast. With me, as always, is my super duper, I almost said love child. You're
What?
not a love child.
What? Love child?
Yeah, I was gonna go lover, and I was like, and love child started coming out. I was like, nope, that is not right.
I thought you were gonna go like Digidestined or something.
There you go. My super amazing So does that mean that one of us is like the Digimon and the other one's the Digidestined?
I don't know. Who knows? Really?
Who knows? But anyway, as always, my amazing podcasting buddy, Otaku Mike.
Hey, how's it going? Otaku Mike here. Podcaster, YouTuber extraordinaire.
Digidestined Pokemon.
Digidestined.
What do they call Pokemon? Pokemon Master?
Pokemon Master.
Extraordinaire. So, but in today's discussion, we're going to talk about basically Pokemon versus Digimon. Is one better than the other? Are they not? Are they basically on equal footing? Some of the differences, make y'all aware of that. And hopefully y'all will actually answer this question for us as we lay everything out of what is better, Pokemon, Digimon, or is there a third-party runner-up somewhere?
I'm gonna just say it. Everybody knows Monster Rancher is better than both of these two. We're just gonna state that right out the gate.
Hey, buddy, I was gonna go with Metabots, but
I mean Metabots also.
There's only one more that would actually top this one altogether.
Fighting Foodons?
Fighting Foodons. You got nail on the head right there.
That's it. Fighting Foodons is the best Mon anime of all time. We're just going to state that right now.
Exactly.
It's right up there with Monster Rancher and Metabots.
Right, and Zatch Bell. I mean, we gotta throw that one.
I guess Zatch Bell. Nobody remembers Zatch Bell.
Zatch Bell. But, you know, me and Mike are gonna tell y'all how we got into this first, and then kind of go from there, kind of giving y'all a little bit of, like, how much knowledge Mike and I actually have about Pokemon and Digimon. So, I think it came out a little bit after I was born.
So Digimon came out in like 97, I think it was. It says
Digimon.
Digimon Adventures came out in where is the date? I'm looking for it. 1999 was the original date for the anime, I believe. Yeah, 99 was for Digimon.
Okay.
Over
and 97 was for Pokemon over here?
96, I believe. 96, 97, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little bit of a year difference. A little bit of a year gap, I guess you could say. I mean, I got into it like a lot of other people. I watched it Saturday mornings. Would get up and watch the Fox Box and watch, if anybody remembers the Fox Box, would watch Digimon, and then Pokemon would be on the WB, so I'd have to switch over and watch Pokemon on the WB.
Right. Click.
Click. I always felt like Pokemon had the upper ground, or the more fan base to it growing up.
Yeah.
But I've always felt like Digimon was kind of like growing in fandom, but silently growing in fandom. I like Digimon. Digimon are cool, you know. Digimon kind of went in a different direction. It felt like with the games, 'cause it started out as a video game or like a little Tamagotchi, I guess you could say, and then went to like the anime and the other video games and stuff like that, uh, and whatnot.
This is exactly what I feel like about it, because
Yeah,
we did have some of that stuff like that came out first.
yeah, yeah. No, like I feel like Digimon was a thing, but it wasn't as popular or it wasn't a phenomenon like Pokemon was. It was kind of like a low key phenomenon. I feel like,
Yeah,
but I've always questioned this, and when you brought up this topic to me, this was one of the things that I kind of question. I want to ask you this: is how did this rivalry start? You think, and how is it like kind of continued all these years?
yeah. Um, I think it kind of started out of some kind of resentment towards one or the other.
Uh
You
huh.
know, people basically brought up and said, "Oh, well, you have to like one or the other. Um, you can't not, enjoy both of them. It's either
Yeah.
one or the other." And I think that's probably how it really started in that aspect.
Because
And
that's one thing that I've like becoming older. I really uh kind of questioned it and been like really started to like look at it because I've started to go back and like look at Digimon and Pokemon because my kids are really big into Pokemon. Haven't really shown them Digimon too much.
yeah,
Um, like my kids will sometimes see me playing the Cyber Sleuth games that I have on my PlayStation, but other than that, like they don't really like know Digimon,
yeah,
But Digimon is still around. Like I've seen Digimon when I go to like Hot Topic. I'll see like little like tchotchke like figures or like they've got like Funko Pops sometimes, or plushies and like I feel like Digimon is kind of more like the nerdier of the two. Like, like nerdier, like push up glasses type of nerdy, like,
yeah.
I like Digimon. Meh, 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 meh.
It's You think it was more so because it was digital,
Digital. Maybe. Who knows?
digital
I
in
mean,
all
I don't know.
schools.
I don't know. But yeah, that was kind of a question that I really started to look at because I got out of Pokemon back in like middle school, high school. Like I stopped watching it for a long time. I stopped consuming Digimon and Pokemon, and I kind of got back in the Digimon, but I got back into Pokemon a different way, which is through the manga because we have our own Pokemon podcast. And
Right.
but I got back into Digimon through a different way, which was the games that have been coming out, and it's just I don't know, it's just interesting to look at. I mean, how did you get into it? I feel like I'm rambling on.
So I got into it basically Digimon, Saturday mornings like you said.
Hmm.
And then Pokemon was actually kind of my when I got home after school kind of thing. It was always
Uh-huh.
on. And whenever we would go to the store, um we would actually pick up the VHS tapes. Yes, Jin is that old, okay. Uh we would pick up the VHS tapes and stuff actually for Pokemon and whatnot. So, I was watching those all the time. Um,
Yeah.
my cousins played the card games.
So question with the VHS tapes,
Yeah,
was it 2 episodes of tape like normal, like 2 to 3 episodes?
I think there were four.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, but no, I mean that's what it was. You had like I think like 2 hours worth of a TV show. So it was
Yeah, depending
like
on what
4.
it
Yeah.
was. Some of those tapes are pretty rare, but I think they kind of went the rarity went away because they re-released them all on DVD and Blu-ray, I guess, or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the one thing that I think is pretty weird too is I had like the VHS Pokemon Christmas tape, and that's not one like you can see like if you watch Pokemon on Netflix, like they never have that episode included in there, so it's kind of weird.
I don't think it
Like,
is. I don't think it's even included on the DVD release.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it was a little weird seeing that and then being like, I know it was a thing. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's not like it didn't exist.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
most definitely.
yeah, and then of course my dad had a an old school gray Game Boy, and we played Pokemon Blue and Red and Yellow.
Uh-huh.
Um and then I guess Digimon would have been the card game really in the Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
Of course,
So I mean
I have
there were Digimon games because I remember playing a Digimon, it was like Digimon World, I think it was called, on the PlayStation 1.
yeah, I
I
think
believe it
so.
was called, which that actually got a remake, which was I'm very surprised that got a remake a couple of years
Yeah.
ago. But I remember playing that and I was like, oh yeah, cool. Digimon, I get to go into this world. And I was like, wait a minute, how do I even play this game? Because it was so odd, like,
Yeah.
because it wasn't like Pokemon, and I thought it was going to be like Pokemon, but it was like completely different. I would run around this world, um, doing quests and stuff, and my Digimon, I would kind of tell it what to do, but it would sometimes not listen to me, and
Yeah.
sometimes it would like Digivolve, and I remember it pooped at points, like you would poop. And I
Yeah.
remember one time I had like I always wanted like Agumon or something, but I never could like really get Agumon. It would turn into like these, whatever you did, like it would turn into like a random Digimon, kind of like how you treated it, how it battled.
Yeah.
It was really odd, and I could never really fully get into the game. Like I eventually I got in, like I never finished the game, which I kind of want to go back and try the new game.
Yeah.
It's like updated kind of. But I remember I think he was like I don't remember what the Digimon's name was, but he's the one who looks like a guy who's like completely on fire. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Um, oh shit. Oh my god, you would ask me some of that stuff. I want to say it's like Infernomon.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And I remember getting him, and then he turned into the poop monster. And I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh
I'm
my
done
gosh.
with this game. I remember, I remember that was like the only Digimon game I played for quite some time. And then I played a little bit of Pokemon, but like I didn't really like dabble with any of the games. I didn't have a Game Boy
Yeah.
to do that. But it is what it is. I didn't get back into Digimon until the new Cyber Sleuth games came out.
Yeah.
That was when I first, and then they released those Digimon movies, the Digimon Try movies, and I was like, yeah, the Digi Destined are coming back. It was cool to revisit them.
So I forgot what it was on, but I had a game that had like the main people from like season 1. I think
Yeah.
they had people from season 2 in it.
Uh-huh.
But it was like an arena game. It's called Digimon Rumble Arena, and
Oh, is that on the PS3?
yeah, no, I think it was on the PlayStation 2.
Oh,
But
because I have
you got
one.
to play with it.
I have one on the PS3,
Yeah,
and it's called like Digimon Rumble something, and you're the Digimon, and you fight, and it's like a Smash Brothers clone.
yeah,
Yeah, I have that one. And that one's I played it. I bought it for like a couple bucks. And I
Yeah,
was like, this game kind of sucks. I was like, this
yeah.
sucks.
What I played it all the way through, where you got like Dark War Greymon and things like that, and
Yeah.
could play as the Mega Evolutions, and because they were all the way Digivolved up and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
and oh man, it was always a pain in the butt. I feel like at some point, either my games kept crashing, or I'd have somebody corrupt my data all the time.
Yeah.
So I'd get like Dark War Greymon, and then magically, you get to play with him a couple times, and then it just like poofed. I was like, where the hell did my data go?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Which
know on that one.
I kind of wanted to touch on like the differences between the video games itself.
Yeah,
So like like I said, I've been playing the new ones, and I've been kind of playing the new Pokemon games. And you look at the Pokemon games have never really like changed like significantly over time. They've
right.
kind of added
Until the
things
new one.
until the new one, you
Yeah,
know. But like playing Digimon, and I'm like, okay, I feel like Digimon is a lot more work than Pokemon is
yeah,
playing the games, because I have to like battle and train up my guys, uh go do and in order to get like certain Digimon, I have to like de-digivolve my characters, re-digivolve them, make them go train, do all
yeah,
these different hit all these different little goals, like stat goals and stuff like that, to get like certain Digimon. Because I remember putting in like over 100 hours on the first Digimon Cyber Sleuth game just to get specific Digimon. You know,
right.
I remember going and getting Gatomon, and then getting like the Black Gatomon, and digivolving up to Angel Woman, and then like Lady Devimon, and doing a certain thing to get like different stats to get both of them to like digivolve together into one Digimon, you
Yeah,
know? And like I'm like, oh, I had to do all these steps to do it. And I feel like that's kind of where I enjoy Digimon more, is I
yeah,
feel like it has a more in-depth system than Pokemon. With Pokemon, I feel like it's just I fight and then I go up 3 levels and that's it.
yeah.
You know,
There's
I some
no,
there's no like fine tuning. I mean, there's a little fine tuning, like I guess you could say, with possible moves, maybe. I don't
yeah,
know, and maybe some of the stats, but like fine tuning what I want my team to be, what monsters I want to get, things like that, my team. Like I
yeah,
had to like work. I remember putting like so many hours, and I'm still putting in hours because I'm starting to play the second game finally.
yeah,
And I'm like, oh, like, because your stuff rolls over. If you completed the first game, your stuff will roll over to the second game. And so I'm like, my playtime says like over 100 hours on the second game
yeah,
because it's has the save file. And I feel like that's where Digimon is kind of better. Like I like the new games a lot. I I I hate to say it, I like Digimon more than Pokemon, even though I know we have a Pokemon podcast.
you're dead to me.
We have
This
a
podcast is over.
we have a Pokemon podcast, but I'm gonna say, for me personally, I'm gonna draw a line in the sand and say Digimon is better than Pokemon. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Dead to me.
How is that so? Why can I not have a difference of opinion?
So, backing up a little bit, because this would have been an earlier thing until we brought up those games.
Uh-huh.
But one of the things that I always felt was a problem is that you basically only got one Digimon.
Yeah, but in the new
But
games you get
now,
more than one.
yeah, exactly. Now with the new games, you get up to like 3 or 4, depending on,
No,
Like
you get
how
more. You can have as many as you want.
right? I mean, like in your party though.
Yeah, yeah,
You can have like 3 or 4.
yeah. It's like 4. I think it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah. So, um, I
But
don't know.
I can flip and switch whenever I want.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, Pokemon can do that too.
Yeah.
But I feel like both of these have drawn the good thing, because I'm gonna stick to the middle ground. Okay.
No, you need to pick a fucking side, sir.
No, I like them both. There is no side picking. Um, I think though that because of the healthy competition between both of them, though, is that's what's made both of them better. Um, Digimon now having Cyber Sleuth, where it's not like you're totally corralled to just having this one Pokemon, Digimon, that you're gonna continuously have forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're tied with Agumon and you will
Yeah,
never get anybody else. And like you
yeah.
said, you can digivolve them into other things. We actually have only ever seen that happen like once in the show, which was when um, Tai acted a certain way with Agumon, and instead of going into Greymon or Metal Greymon,
Uh huh.
he ended up turning into Skull War Greymon.
Yeah.
Um, you know, that's probably the only one that we've actually seen adjust out of the lineup from things,
Mm-hmm.
of how easy it is to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
you
what
know,
about Black War Greymon?
what what about Black War Grey?
Yeah, would you say Black War Greymon was kind of the same way too?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like you said with Gatomon and Black Gatomon,
Yeah.
every everybody has like their dark side that
You,
has a
it's funny because in my party right now I have Black Garurumon
hmm
and then I have Blue Greymon.
oh my god. Oh my god.
But it's cool though, they have different attacks than the normal uh Garurumon and Greymon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just how you can like digivolve up. I do like that now,
Uh-huh.
talking about the video game from the show,
Yeah. Yeah.
because now you can have that and have that person stay at it. So if you go, okay, well, I got this person up to whatever, I want them to stay there at that forever,
Yeah.
then they can.
Yeah. And
Um,
I go ahead, sorry.
but that's kind of the thing with like Pokemon is once you do it, there is no going back.
Yeah, and one thing that you kind of mentioned before we even started this topic was you didn't like how in the anime they would digivolve and revert back to whatever
Yeah,
their their baby style, whatever it's called. I don't remember what the little ones are called. What are the little ones called? Not not like Agumon, but the one before Agumon.
I don't know.
They were
I
like
just
they were
call
like
them the jellies.
the jelly ones,
Yeah,
you said you didn't like that, but I look at it like this, as in I feel like that offers up really interesting story scenarios in
yeah,
the anime itself, because there are times where they would digivolve back into their their original form, and they could be at a disadvantage.
right,
And you could have interesting scenarios come out from that. Like their backs could be against a wall fighting these bigger, tougher Digimon, stuff like that. You could have different scenarios
right,
pop up where, as in Pokemon, it's just, hey Pikachu, go kill these people over here. you know let's go. I feel like with the animes in particular, Pokemon kind of sticks to a formula and doesn't
yeah.
go away from that formula. I don't know.
Well, and here's another thing out of that we've touched on a little bit, but
uh
we haven't exactly made the stab at it.
Yeah.
is there is a one reoccurring thing with Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's always Ash, there's always Pikachu.
Yeah.
You know, Ash has
True.
been 10, 11, wherever his age is, he's been
Yeah.
that way forever since it came out.
Yeah. True. True.
While in Digimon, we have had um all of
The
this
char-
stuff,
the
and
characters, some of the characters have grown up.
right. Yeah, they have gotten older.
Yeah.
Digimon have come back. I mean, just a lot of different stuff like
Digimon
that.
die, you
Yes,
know,
get
and instead of
absorbed.
get absorbed and die, and Pokemon just get knocked out. You
Yeah,
know, I feel like with Pokemon, I know I might get some flack for it, but it's a little. It has not evolved or grown up as much with the fan base as Digimon has.
right,
Like, Pokemon has kind of stayed in the kid area. Now we do have grown-ups who play Pokemon and love Pokemon, and that's cool. That's cool. But it's never really strayed far from that demographic of children. Digimon has started with children, has slowly grown up, taking a couple hiatuses here and there.
yeah,
We got the new movies a couple years ago where they are older. We've seen the Digigestion come and go, different ones. And then, like, now we get a finite ending, and, like, they're fucking grown-ups,
right,
you know? Like, they're adults. Like, and we're adults.
right. Well,
And
and it spills over into like season 3.
yeah, oh no, season 3 is uh probably one of the darkest Digimon seasons ever,
Yeah,
which they has no connection with the original, except for like the original is like a TV show in that world. You know,
the original Digimon stuff. No,
yeah,
there's a connection to it.
no. I mean, it Digimon Tamers is supposed to be set in our world, and it's Digimon Adventures is a TV show in the Digimon Tamers world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of.
Like, it has a connection, but it doesn't have a connection. Like,
Oh,
it's not like a sequel. It's just like
oh, because the teacher is supposed to be Kari.
no, it's not Kari. They never actually said that.
I have no idea.
They've never said that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, because Digimon Tamers is completely separate. That's when they went separate, and it's not connected to the original 2 seasons of Digimon. They started doing like different things with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Digimon 1 or 2 whatsoever. It's
Okay.
like a complete like reboot. That's why you don't see them at all ever in the like they never bring them back. I don't think. I don't think they ever brought those characters back. Like they brought like the original Digidestins back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind blown, right?
I have no idea.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, no, it has no connection to the original series. Yeah, it's kind of like how in Marvel Comics there is a Marvel Comics in the Marvel Comics universe. It's kind of like that. Like
Yeah.
there are Spider-Man comics in Spider-Man type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I know I probably went on a weird tangent, But yeah, Digimon Tamers has nothing to do with Digimon Adventures whatsoever. But you messed up, and I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks a lot.
So how does season 4 fit into?
Season 4 does not fit into anything.
There
aren't even Digimon in that one. But yeah, like even going down to it, like it's so weird that we have this divide with the fandoms. Like always, we have the divide. Um, like when we get down to it, the only things that these two things have in common, they are monsters, and we fight the monsters. That is all.
It's pretty blunt. They're monsters.
I mean, it is. Oh, and we have
They
Mon.
fight the
We have Mon in the name.
Right. That's true. Because I mean, one of the other weird things is how Digimon actually are. Well, most of them actually talk in some kind of English, I guess,
Yeah.
or in some kind of like actual language because they are connected to our world in some way.
Yeah.
But Pokemon, you know, they basically say their names or they growl or something like that, you know.
True.
Which, let me ask you this. I proposed
right.
this question to somebody else the other day.
All right.
And I feel like this episode of the podcast is a good one to ask you. So, you know, with Pokemon, how they get their names right, you know, it's based off of what the Pokemon says, correct?
Yes.
How do they get the names for Pokemon that actually don't say their names?
They just make up the names?
Like, where you have...
Hey everyone, Jen here, and I wanted to take a quick second from the podcast to tell you about Anchor by Spotify. It's one of the easiest ways now that you can actually record a podcast all in one simple place. You can record it from your phone or your computer, post to any platform, including Spotify, and also have cool things like this ad or other things, podcast subscriptions happen to you. And it's all entirely free. So go out and download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get started today.
Like Zubat, they don't actually say Zubat, Zubat, Zubat. They do that little squeech thing, you know.
I don't know. I mean,
so
who knows?
That was one of my questions to this other person. They go, I don't know either.
I don't know. I
don't
think it really matters. To be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think we really need the whole fucking Digimon versus Pokemon debate.
That's true, but obviously we have to because...
I mean,
because you like Digimon more than Pokemon.
I mean, I think Digimon honestly has a better like through story, like anime wise.
Yeah,
like it has a beginning, middle, and end, and then I move on to the next season, which can be completely different. I don't have to stick with fucking Ash Ketchum,
right?
You know,
well,
I don't know.
You know, one of the other things about it though is, and I would say that Pokemon's probably drawn from Digimon off of this aspect of it.
Yeah.
But how in everything, if you've ever went back to the world or anything else, like you always meet your friend again, you know.
Yeah.
So whoever it is, you know, Izzy and
Tintamon,
you know, you always go back and you meet your buddy again, basically.
Yeah.
You know, in Pokemon, how long did it take for anything to happen where Ash actually went back to go see his Pokemon?
It takes, I don't think he's been back in quite some time. I'm just going to say that. Honestly, I feel like Ash is a bad Pokemon trainer. He abandons his Pokemon. Just going to say that. And he leaves them with Professor Oak. And, you know, he doesn't even see his Pokemon. He doesn't interact with them because he's like, oh, I'm going on a new adventure. I just gotta take my fucking Pikachu with me. I don't need any more Pokemon. I just need Pikachu because I'm gonna go catch the next couple starter Pokemon and go from there.
Right.
I will say
Well,
though, I haven't watched much of that new one, that Pokemon Go thing,
yeah,
where it's like a greatest hits of Pokemon, where they go see all through all the other like Pokemon generations and stuff. And there's
yeah.
the one guy who
Pokemon
wants,
Journeys.
is it Pokemon Journeys? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
yeah,
Yeah. Um, I will say the battles have gotten a lot better, and I feel like Ash's um Pokemon like catching selection has gotten interesting, to say the least. Because doesn't he have like a Gengar and a Dragonite
yeah,
at some point in that one?
yeah. Which I'm surprised he doesn't have more guys.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know.
I don't know. I don't know which ones he gets caught.
Yeah. Well, and taking a step back to us talking about him going back or whatever, we never actually saw him go back, I think, until he went to Alola.
Yeah.
He went back for one episode
Hmm.
to go, one or two episodes to go see them, sees Misty and Brock again,
Yeah.
and then with Journeys, he's been back a couple times. So, like I said, I think Digimon has had an effect on how Pokemon has grown and stuff a little bit.
Hmm.
Just, vice versa as well.
Yeah.
Um, but, and they've affected the animes each other have and the games and,
Yeah.
how
I'm.
you're able to do things.
I mean, I'm just gonna say is we should just have a Digimon versus Pokemon crossover in the games. Like how we had like Marvel versus DC,
Oh my
Digimon
gosh.
versus Pokemon. And you'll
Oh my
be like,
gosh.
oh no, what happened to Pikachu? Oh, he got blown up by War Greymon.
Right?
Like all you have to do is fucking step on him.
Right.
And you're
Well,
like,
the other weird thing is how in I feel like Pokemon's a lot more lighthearted
uh-huh.
than Digimon is. Because
It has
whenever
its
you get in,
moments.
well, I mean, whenever you get into the actual aspect of it, like Pokemon don't actually really ever die. Like it's
Yeah.
mentioned, but they just faint.
Yeah.
I
Well, and
think,
also like we don't have as I feel like we don't have as well-rounded characters in Pokemon that we do like we do in Digimon.
yeah,
Like I feel like it's like, oh, I feel like Ash is very one note, you know.
yeah,
He's not like he's a lot like a Goku in ways.
yeah. Oh
He's
no, I
like,
agree with that. And
yeah.
I feel like we're kind of spinning the drain on that one though
Yeah,
because of how he is. Like you can't add anything new to him,
true. You can
and
kind of teach him battle stuff a little bit, but that's about it.
he's got that Goku happy-go-luckiness to him, and it doesn't get any better.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
True.
well, and I
He's not
mean,
able. He's not able to age.
right,
You know.
right. Well, and then just his character design, I feel like they actually downgraded him as he's progressed.
You think so?
I think so, yeah.
I mean,
Um,
the new one looks okay.
yeah, the new one's a lot better than the Lola one. I didn't like that one at all, but
Oh,
uh,
that one was terrible.
yeah. But I mean, he's gotten so far away from what he looked like at the very beginning, you know. Um,
Yeah,
but bringing up the movies and stuff for Digimon, like we have progressively gotten better with things with that, as they've aged, we've gotten to see that. The art might have changed, but it just made it more complimentary, not, oh, well, what happened to their heads,
So let me ask you this, because let's I don't know if you have anything more to say or add to this, but if you had to pick a winner, what would you pick?
Fighting Foodons all the way.
Okay, Fighting Foodons. Okay, that's okay. I picked Monster Rancher. Monster Rancher is my pick.
Who knows? Hey, we'll find out at some point in one way or another that the Digimon world is actually part of Porygon's DNA.
Oh God.
Or like vice versa, that Porygon is actually a Digimon in disguise. We just somehow got lost in the Pokemon video
Porygon
game
is
world.
actually the portal to the Digimon universe. We just don't know it.
Hey, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the reason why Ash has never aged, is because he's actually stuck in a video game from their world.
Yeah, maybe.
How weird would that be?
Oh yeah. I think there was a
man.
game like that I played one time, and you ended up being stuck in a video game, and I was like, huh, didn't see that coming.
Right. Well, I mean, and then we have season 4 of Digimon, where people are actually able to become the Digimons and fight and do all this other stuff. Like I think that makes it more unique, because we don't get anything like that in Pokemon. I think
No.
in Johto we had one thing, and they tried to make a Officer Jenny like a Spider-Man ripoff, because she had Spinnerax that would hold onto her arms and she could like shoot webs out.
Oh.
But other than that, I really don't think that we've had anything else when it's come down to any of that with Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see us having a real clear definitive winner. Honestly, it's all up to you and what you like more.
Right?
I think we need to put the Digimon versus Pokemon debate to rest. Even though we're still gonna have it, it's still gonna be on the internet for a long, long time.
That's true. That's true. At least until we can get Tamagotchis back.
Yeah. Did you hear they're bringing back Neopets?
Oh my god.
Do you remember Neopets?
I do remember Neopets.
Well, they're making a game for the Switch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Neopets, the true winner of the Pokemon versus Digimon
Oh my
fight.
god. That makes me sick.
I
fucking hated Neopets. Hey buddy, look, it's the same guy, just recolored because he's a different thing.
Hey, guess what? Digimon does the same thing.
Right, but they do it in a cooler way.
Okay, yeah. Anyways,
you know
I
what
got
it
nothing more
reminds
to
me
say.
of? You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Bakuman.
Bakuman?
Yeah, you know the thing where they have the little balls that they toss out, and then they morph into like the creature.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like the spirit of the creature, like in Beyblade. It's the spirit that came out.
Bakuman sucked.
Right? And it's still going.
Oh, it is? Oh god.
I think they just had new figures come out for it.
Oh, I'm like, okay, we're stretching now.
Right.
We're stretching for content now,
Right.
I remember watching that. I think I was in high school. I turned it on. I was like, oh, what's this? I'm like, this fucking sucks ass.
This fucking sucks ass.
I don't even think I made it through like 2 episodes.
Oh my god. There you go. Then we get into the real fight. Pokemon and Digimon versus all these other ones that have games based off of them. Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, everything.
Yeah.
So, but at least we know that between Digimon and Pokemon that they've actually withstood all this stuff. I mean,
They've withstood
Yu-Gi-Oh,
the
I
test
think,
of
kind of
time, you could
has.
say. I
Yeah,
think
that's true.
Yu-Gi-Oh has its ups and downs. I think it's more the card game
Yeah.
aspects. I don't know how like the manga is anymore. I don't know if that has a big fandom towards it, and I don't know if the anime does either. I think it might solely be the card game for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in that
For
world, so
sure.
I don't know. I don't know of
in
the
that
whole
world.
Yu-Gi-Oh thing. You know,
Jesus.
I mean, I know some Yu-Gi-Oh. I just don't keep up with it.
Oh, what's the thing? Crap. There's something, and I can't remember. It's in a movie, and
Yeah.
there's a part where these guys are kind of going after him, after this Asian guy, and they go something. You're not American. And he goes, of course I am. And then he sits there and he goes hamburger, Mitsubishi, Ford. Like starts naming off shit. Like, oh, he's American. He's American.
I don't know how that ties into this, but okay.
But then at some point he goes, Hamaru.
Okay.
That's what it made me think about when you said that. It made me think about Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, I know a little bit of it. Okay, and it just made me think about that because then you're like Celtic Guardian, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon. You know anything recent? No, but I know Yu-Gi-Oh.
Karibo.
Exactly, Karibo. So, of course, I do know these.
I know. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh master. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
We play first generation around here. Thank you very much, sir.
Right. Whoever heard of cards that weren't blue? What are these black cards around here for
Yeah.
now? Back in my day, you know what the black cards were used for, right? Those were used for stealing souls.
We're gonna send you to the shadow dimension.
Exactly. Now they're like every kind of which way and whatnot. So
Yeah.
but that's another discussion we will not be getting into.
Oh God. Yeah. Leave me out of that discussion. I already feel like we might hurt or hurt a little bit of the Pokemon Digimon fandoms with our hot takes a little bit. You know, Digimon is superior than Pokemon. Just saying.
You're dead
Just
to me.
saying. I know I'm dead to you. It's
dead
okay.
to me.
It's okay. But the thing is, we are allowed to have our own opinions, and yet we can still be friends.
Not anymore. Oh my God. I guess so over the table real quick.
Okay.
Being this and you can take this whichever way you want to go with it.
Okay.
If you want to explain or not, but I guess now your mom has something to worry about.
No, we'll leave that for our next unwind episode.
Okay. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for more great content from the Otakuology podcast. Where yes, we do love our mothers very much so. And we will catch you guys later on. See you next Tuesday.
As always, don't forget to check out our website, otakuologypodcast.com, our Instagram, and our Twitter at Otakuology Podcast. If you want to reach out to us, you can do so by email or contacts on our Twitter or Instagram. Leave us a voicemail at anchor.fm/otakuology, and we'll play it on the podcast. And don't forget to rate and review us 5 stars on whatever podcast platform you listen to us on. Leave a review or a question you'd like to ask us, and we'll get back with you, and we'll read it on the podcast.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Hey, we could be spontaneous. And as always, see you next Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Oh, not Thursday.
Why are you thirsty?
Thirsty Thursday?
Well, you...
That's a different podcast. That is a different podcast, sir.
Oh
Okay?
my gosh. But as always, guys, as I said before, thanks for listening. See you next Tuesday, buddies. Bye. Pokemon for the win.